Hey, love, is this me? It's me, Luv Jones. I am back with another one. See what we have in the energy today. I want to do people think. I want to do people think I don't care sometimes. the way I come on here, the way I come on here with no makeup on, just you know, no eyelashes, no eyebrows. I want to do. I want to do people think like, oh, she just don't care. Or do people look at me as being confident in who I am? Because I can put on the makeup. I would say if that's what y'all like to see, but truthfully, I kind of go by what I feel versus what I think other people like to see. I think about what I want at the time. I don't move off what everybody else be thinking. I was gonna say I can't remember the last time I put on some makeup, but I did put on a little bit when I was in Thailand. I put on a little bit when I was in Thailand. Not that much. Ready to go back at this point. Oh, my little ponytail done fell. Ready to go back at this point. Look, therapy on the top. That's what it be. That's what travel is to me. It's like therapy. Travel to clear your mind. Get away from things, especially here. The U.S. got a way of doing things. People here got a way of doing things that's like unlike the people in other places. They prioritize things different over here. And it is what it is. I like to get away. Before everything happened, I used to try to travel at least 3-4 times out the year. I tried. That's what I like to spend my spare time doing. Learning different cultures, doing different things. Ain't nobody on here yet? We got 3 minutes already. Alright, well, see what's in the energy. Malachite black tourmaline says protection of unwanted energy. Might have somebody evil eyeing you. That's why I'm always told. I used to be told all the time when I get on here and do stuff, cover your head up. That's what my guides be telling me. Cover your head, cover your head. I think I leave it open too much. Black tourmaline for protection of unwanted energy. Somebody could definitely be evil eyeing you, sending you some energies. I just seen family setup. Could be your own family. Celebrity war. That's what I just seen. Family, celebrity, war. It could be either or. Put yourself where you belong. If you know celebrities out there. If not, That part may not have anything to do with you, but I do see war. Somebody may be targeting you. You may know a little bit too much for them. Hey, y'all. So it says use malachite for removing negative energy to balance things out. So crystals could definitely be significant. Somebody need to use their crystals. I have a lot of them too. I want to buy me some more. You know, I went from, I have my little bag in here with me. I have a lot of little ones. I ain't about to try to figure out where they are. I think they in my other bag in my trunk, but I have a whole lot of little ones. And I'm trying to move into get more of the ones like this because I like these big ones. I don't know what I'm going to do with them inside my car though. But that's what I want. I found this one right here, and you know, I like the natural part of it. You can tell somebody picked this up right from a cave, or dug it right up, or split it right from the rock that it was on. I like these natural ones like this versus the little shiny ones that kind of don't feel real. So for me, I want to get more like that. I don't know whether the big one does bigger things. Look, Crystal. Somebody's name could even be Crystal. But definitely confirmation on crystals. Somebody may be using crystals to try to attack you. So you know you need to use your crystals for protection too. Jericho. Somebody's name could be Jericho. James. James could have something to do with it. That could be somebody's last name, first name. Somebody could be in the military with this 007. Somebody could be under some kind of fictitious name. So take it how it resonates. Take it how it resonates for you. I have a huge collection. You have the big ones like I just showed you, or you have the little baby ones like I have? Because I have a lot of them. I have a lot of little baby ones. I got them in a little bag, and it's to the point where they kind of get on my nerves now. I be want to use them, but it's too many little ones. It's too many little ones. I think I've outgrown the little baby crystals. I used to go and pick them up all the time from Crystal Blue. It's the store I go to here. But this big one that I just showed you, I bought that one in Vegas. And it wasn't even that expensive either. Here, that one would have been expensive, but there it wasn't. I think I paid like $20 for it. I love raw stones. Yeah, me too. Me too. Amethyst is my birthstone. Oh. I go to the little place called the Kirky Gypsy. Where is that? In Georgia. Oh. I never heard of that. I'll be looking, like I tried to Google some other places to go to. I've been going to this one little spot for years now. We're trying to find some other places to go to. Where are you? I'm in Georgia. I'm in Georgia. I'm in the Cobb County, Gwinnett County area. Alright. So Chelsea could be significant. Jerica could be significant. Sisters could be significant. Siblings. James. What's up? Somebody's name could be Crystal. Definitely siblings could be significant. And what did I say? I seen family set up. So you definitely could have family here who are sending you some type of evil eye. Trying to do things to sabotage you. You know, I copycat. That's what you got here. Copycat family members, people who want to sabotage you and take your place. And I see leech here too. Somebody's hiding depression here. Set up. Somebody's trying to set something up here. I've been having a lot of stuff come across my page and talking about family. Family. The family who sticks together. The family who have, the family that doesn't come around all the rest of the family. Who is kind of like the black sheep, but the rest of the family who hangs out together try to make it seem like that one family member is the problem. And from my experience, a lot of times it be the family who has clicked up all together that's the problem. And then you have the one family member that's like the black sheep that try to stay away from all their drama, confusion, lies, manipulation. I can't make it up. As I was saying, manipulation, this is what popped up. Don't trust them. Manipulative liars here. It's what you have. I feel like it's somebody's family members. Could possibly even be siblings here. They're very manipulative here. They're liars. They shouldn't be trusted here. I just cut the deck on gangs. Look. I cut the deck on gang. I'm going to put it back in because it was just peeking out right there for me to see. But I cut the deck on gang stalking. And so it could be your own family who have people watching you, stalking you, trying to make it look like certain things. What is that? So trying to stop you from manifesting here. You can always kind of tell when family members are jealous of you. I see air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So that's what you have. A family member air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, who is jealous of you. I can't make it up. I just cut the deck on air signs again. It was like saying, if you don't take this card, air signs. There's an appointed time when the Holy Ones will get back everything they lost. So this family could have caused you some type of loss here. They definitely sending out some evil eye here. Return to sender. That's why crystals was the first thing that came out here. Use your crystals for protection. Return that energy back from these people here. This is what you have. People in their south node. Family members who used to manipulating things to get what it is they want. People who aren't honest with themselves, let alone being honest with each other. Toxic family members here. Toxicity. What did I say at the beginning? Could be siblings. Definitely confirmation on siblings. So you have siblings here who are toxic, who are liars, who are manipulators, who are jealous, who are trying to be who you are. No, I would always tell people if I was that, that motivational speaker type of person, to be who you are. Be who you are and your people will find you. But if you got to be somebody different in order to be around certain people, in order to look a certain way, then those aren't your people. Those aren't your people. You shouldn't have to take on somebody else's essence, somebody else's energy, somebody else's ways, somebody else's style in order for you to be seen. So definitely be who it is you are. You can't be anybody else. Even if you tried to be somebody else. And my thing with that is, if you're not good at being who you are, then how are you going to be good at being somebody else? What makes you think you can be somebody else better than them if you can't even be yourself? Your natural self, who you are yourself. If you can't be that and expand on that and grow into that, how are you going to be somebody else? Because we all still growing. We all are still growing. We all are still learning. We all are still developing. Things about us should be changing daily. You know, if you have been stuck in the same spot for quite some time, you may need to take a look at yourself and figure out, why have you not grown? Why are you still stuck? And I'm not talking about like financially. I'm talking about mentally stuck. Why is it that you are in the same place? Could it be because you're focusing so hard on what somebody else is doing? Could it be that you're focusing so hard on that person that you're trying to imitate? That's why you can't grow yourself. That's why that growth is not being seen in you. Some people need to look inward instead of looking outward. Instead of looking at other people who may have what you want, or be living a lifestyle that you want to live, or has the potential. You see them walking into a life that you may want to live, and you may need to, start building on yourself so that you can live the life that's for you. Because you can't live the life that's for somebody else, because you aren't them. You are not them. And you shouldn't even want to be, especially when it's a sibling. Let your sibling have let them have what it is that they supposed to have, instead of you trying to intrude and have it for yourself, and you focus on what it is that God gave you. They say when you're grateful with a little, he'll give you a lot. And so if you can't even manage to be grateful for what it is you have without stalking and trying to take something from somebody else, be it a man or a personality or, an inheritance, or whatever the case may be, be grateful for what it is you have. Because sometimes you'll leave what it is you have to go run to something else. And that something else you realize later was never for you. And now what it is you had, you can't go back to. Now what? Now what? Now you want to blame God for you having nothing when you didn't appreciate what it is you had. Some people are just so uncomfortable around someone who knows themselves and are comfortable being who they are, so they try to make you feel insecure about anything. That's true. I agree with you. They'll waste so much energy trying to make you down when they could use that energy to find themselves right. Instead of tearing somebody else down, use that energy to build yourself up. And that way you wouldn't you wouldn't feel insecure. You wouldn't feel like you're beneath someone, You don't have to be doing exactly what they are doing to be on someone's level. Just be yourself. Be yourself. Build on yourself. Figure out what it is that you should be doing. What your purpose in life is. What else is in this energy? Other than hateful, jealous, envious family members. I keep saying they hate you, but here's my thing. I don't feel like people can hate you who try to be you. I feel like they hate themselves. And this is why they spend so much time trying to pretend to be someone else, because they hate themselves. They love you and who you are. That's why they try to be you. They just don't like the fact that it is you, because they want it to be them. So people should definitely learn how to focus on themselves more. Give yourself some love. Self-love is everything. Maybe somebody family need to hear that. It's so sad to see family attack family because they mad at what somebody else got or what somebody else is doing. Now they go from loving on you and being supportive as long as you look like you're not doing any more than they doing. But as soon as you appear to be going in a different direction, to be ascending a little bit more than them, then all of a sudden here comes all the hate, all the drama. Now you were always the worst person in the world. Now everybody remembering everything horrible you ever did. Now everybody's clicking up with each other to try to come against you. Now everybody's in secret competition trying to beat you out of your own place. What's going to happen is they're going to look around and the person they are so upset at for focusing on themselves is going to be far out of their reach. And the drama and the confusion and the rumors and the lies, it's not even going to reach that person. And the only person you're going to have to look at is yourself. Because this person completely out of your league now. And you could have been there with them if you were focused on the right thing. If you wasn't trying to poke holes in their ship on the way up. And do it behind the scene as if nobody's seen you. I see as men. I'm thinking about a lifestyle set up. Somebody here may wanted to steal some type of lifestyle from you. A way they seen you were, how you were living. Or what you were destined to live here. Somebody, they wanted to steal this from you. They wanted it for themselves. There's room for everybody. Federal court. Something could be in federal court. lifestyle here. Set up, robbery, thief, and then federal court. This is about money. It's about money. If somebody was coming into some money here, survival of the fittest. You know, what happened to the families who work together, who see one person is on their way up and then help that person get there so that person can reach back and grab them and make sure they get there too? What happened to those kind of families? You know, it's so sad to have a family full of haters, a family full of people who rather snatch you down than to build you up so they can be the first ones to do something that's not even meant for them to do. They more focus on your purpose, and they don't even know what their purpose in life is, because you found yours and they see that you found yours and they want to do what it is you do. Family is not the same family anymore. It's not the way it used to be. Car accident. Somebody could be trying to get someone into a car accident, or someone may be in a car accident. I see sunglasses, UV sunglasses. Maybe corruption here. Dragging other people into their delusion. Mental breakdown right behind it. Reunion. It's family. Family. Trying to build alliances. Family trying to make all the family be on their side of delusion. On their side of toxicity, while going against the person they secretly hate off of. Going against the person they secretly want to be, while going against the person they secretly admire, but their ego too big for them to act as if they admire or look up to a person. You know, they want to pretend like they got it all together themselves. And now somebody here is going through some type of mental breakdown. Well, you know, maybe this is the breakdown for the build-up. Maybe this is someone whose ego was so big, who was so arrogant here, that they needed to be broke all the way down in order to get built up the proper way. You know, when God does, know that it's always meant to teach you a lesson. And something good is going to come from it. When a person try to do it to you themselves, when a person is out to try to break you down and humiliate you and call themselves trying to humble you, nothing ever good comes from that, except for the karma that other person is going to receive for stepping in and doing things like that. But when God does it himself, something good is going to come out of it. That's why they say vengeance is the Lord. You know, you should never be so much in somebody else's business where you feel like you want to tear them down or break them down or try to humble them, or you feel like they need to be publicly humiliated for whatever reason. Because by doing that, only thing you asking for is for that karma to hit. What goes around comes around. And don't think for 1 second you get away with doing weird things behind the scene. And that's the truth. That's the truth. I see supportive. You may have somebody, spirit guide, somebody is in support of you. This sun energy, something is being exposed. This is also a card of balancing. Something is being balanced out. It's confirmation on the balancing because this crystal card from the first cards I pulled, Malachite, says it's for removing negative energy and balance. And so whatever this is that's been going on, it's being brought to an end. I feel like something about it is being exposed. And so if this was a lot of dirty work being done behind the scenes, being hidden, people throwing rocks and hiding their hand, people pretending to be in support to you and love you while the whole time they're doing things to try to disturb your peace, to try to knock you down, to try to get in your place, that's coming to an end. Some things are being exposed. That's what that sun energy is. It's things being brought to light and things being balanced out. Could have been a little corruption going on here. People who sit in positions of power. Can't make this up. I cut the deck on contempt. So people who sit in positions of power may have been a little bit worthless at the beginning, you know. May not have been doing their job, but you got people who sit in positions of power who are doing their job, you know. People, something is under investigation. Something is being seen for what it is instead of what they try to make it be seen as. So if you had a lot of staging of things, because we already seen some type of setup, if you had a lot of staging of things going on in the background to make you appear to be a certain way here, it's being brought to light here. It's being exposed. Things are being balanced out because you have real investigators here in the energy here. You got people who can't be bought. People are there to make sure justice is served. Not worthless people who are there just to get, you know, a little more change in their pocket. Somebody's angry about something. Somebody's angry. They get angry fast. So it's unpredictable. They're acting out. This is your average crash out energy right here. Car accident right behind it. Oh, I just said crash out energy. Somebody could be getting into a car accident, y'all. Somebody could be getting into some type of car accident. I see they see you as a threat. That's what you have, people who see you as a threat. How do you neutralize the threat? How do you neutralize the threat? Gang up on it. You know, you try to take away its resources. You try to isolate the threat. The threat is a person. You know. Spread rumors, gossip, tell lies, defamation, slander. You come after the person's character, after a person's reputation. Minimize their credibility. got 35 minutes. See, behavioral and emotional disorders. Somebody here is definitely depressed about something. They're depressed about something. They're angry about something. And they could definitely be acting out, cheating. So they could be acting out and sleeping around. They could be angry, emotional, depressed about somebody sleeping around, about somebody cheating. I see entertainment here. Could be somebody in the entertainment industry, or maybe somebody slept with someone in the entertainment industry. That could be what's being exposed. Somebody could be depressed or angry about, you know, whatever it is they've done here with somebody. Maybe that's coming to light. I seen yes. So yeah, if somebody cheated and was sleeping around with somebody here with some kind of status, some type of money, I ain't saying she a gold digger. She ain't messing with a broke. That Kanye West song. Yeah, so somebody could be angry about getting caught up about something like that. I see threesome. They could have even had a threesome here. This person's bitter. They mad. They thought they were doing something here behind the scenes here, and they being exposed for it. And so forbid this is somebody who is trying to make you look a certain way, and come to find out they still putting their mouth where it don't belong. They see an imbalance here. Communication, lies. Somebody may have told some lies. I know if you have to tell lies to get a person to sneak around with you, to sleep with you, then that's even more of a red flag. That's even more of a reason you should probably focus on you a little bit more. You should never have to lie on a person to get them to sleep with you, to get, you know, for you to look a certain way, for you, again, to try to be in a certain group, a certain crowd. It comes down to lying. There's an issue. It means you don't naturally fit in here. Again, this is somebody else trying to fit where they don't belong and doing anything for it. So this person may have slept with somebody that told some lies or try to be in this group with somebody. Proverbs 27:4, it says, there is the cruelty of rage and a flood of anger, but who can withstand jealousy? These are jealous family members here, trying to fit in where they don't belong, telling lies, trying to make people look a certain way so they can look a certain way. This is somebody maybe trying to get chose over you here. This people who don't like to use, you know, maybe don't mind using their money, don't mind using their body for certain things. Somebody maybe getting caught up. Maybe that exposure was them being exposed for, you know, I can't make it up. Being exposed for something here. I don't know. I see my dingling. War. Artist right behind the ear. Throat here. Something about lies or speaking on something here. I see a player here. I see life-changing energy here. And then this Venus. This is like a very feminine energy here. This could even, I think Aquarius is the Venus energy. So this could be an Aquarius here, who may be being exposed. for telling lies and trying to sleep with somebody in order to fit in to gain something here. Pay actors all around. This could have been somebody who was paid. Y'all, look at this. Look at this. Look at this right behind it. I'm saying it could have been somebody that was paid to sleep with somebody here. Somebody who don't want to know that, you pay to play with them because they may have been cheating. They may have had somebody here. They may have been doing this with somebody who had somebody here. But this is for money. This is entertainment here. It's an artist, entertainment industry here. And they were definitely paid to do it. This card was right behind it. I couldn't even get out my words before I looked down and seen this card. Somebody was definitely paid here. So you got some 304 energy right here. You know, telling lies. Telling lies, trying to manipulate situation in order to get their way here. What does it say? Better is a piece of bread where there's peace than a house full of feasting where there is quarreling here. So definitely a house unsettled, a family unsettled, people trying to beat each other out or something. You know, it's better to eat somewhere where you getting a piece of something than where you may get a lot of something but there's trouble attached to it. Somebody was definitely trying to win here. Somebody was going for the gusto. Secrets. And they hate you because why their secrets are being exposed. Because now they are humiliated here. Because they did something here that made them look naive here. It made them look a little bit slow. It made them look like it made them look like a 304. I seen same sex here, but we did see threesome. So there definitely could have been same sex involved here. So it's given, yeah, y'all know what it's given. Family willing to do anything to try to appear to be you, to have something it was that you had, to be seen in a way that you were being seen. To be in a group, a crowd of people that maybe been people you were around. This is somebody who wanted clout. They were chasing clout. They were chasing fame. They were chasing money here. And they came for their own family here in order to have this situation here. Okay, so something about a mother-in-law could be significant. A mother-in-law and adult children, look, ready to meet the parents. Something about somebody's parents here. Something about somebody's parents. What about somebody's parents? I just seen the name Keisha. What about somebody's parents? Smart, not wise. Bad weather. Something 2 weeks. Something could be happening over the next 2 weeks. I see a beach party here. Daryl could be significant. Something about somebody's parents here. In-laws here. Aquarius, addicted to a lifestyle here. This person got a little bit, they were able to get a little bit into the money. And they got addicted to that lifestyle. This is family. They willing to, sacrifice their own family member. You got to be careful when you're around family like that because they definitely can't be trusted. But here's the thing. If you can't trust your own family, And whoever it is they around that they trying so desperately to be around, they can't trust them either. If you would throw your own family under the bus, if you would try to step on your own family toes, you do it to anybody to get some money. And you're supposed to have better morals than that, better integrity than that, better work ethic than that. You can't work for your money. You gotta try to throw your own family under the bus to go out here and try to get it from somebody, a certain group of people you feel like gonna take care of you by being a 304 behind the scenes. I don't know. Anyway, I'm about to come out this energy. Take a few more cards and then I'm gonna stop. Bill could be significant. Yes. Something is definitely yes. Somebody is definitely having some type of mental breakdown here. Sacral chakra. Sacral chakra could be imbalanced here. It says love, anger, grief here. This is what somebody's going through. They're angry. We already seen angry, emotional breakdown, depression here. That's already came out in so many different ways. Somebody could need some kind of therapy. Stock market crash. When I see stock market crash, I think of loss of money, loss of funds here. Somebody could be losing money after they've done something here to try to gain some money, to try to get ahead. They could be losing it now. Now somebody's unsure about something here. Now maybe somebody wants to pray about something that they should have prayed about at the beginning before they made this decision here. Now they unsure. Now they losing money. Now this is a loss to them. Now somebody's depressed. Now they unbalanced. Now they're angry. Now they're bitter. Now they're sad. Now they want to pray. I just seen Joe celebrate. Family setup. And I just seen situationship here. It's a family. Set somebody up here. So we keep getting confirmation on family. Family vacation. Y'all look what's behind it. Sex on the first night. Family vacation here. So you got somebody here that may have went somewhere with someone, slept with them on the first night here. This is somebody trying to fit in with a certain group of people here. This is somebody trying to sleep their way to the top of something. And I feel like it was a group of people they never even belong in. Because again, this is somebody stepping on their own family's toes. I keep seeing family set up here. And they were paid to do it. So you could have even had somebody paid to sleep with a certain person here. Proverbs chapter 10 verses 22 through 23 says, it is the blessing of Jehovah that makes a man rich, and he has no pain with it. Somebody definitely slept with somebody for some money. They could have been paid to go and sleep with somebody for some money. Let's say this was somebody who you were around. They could have been paid to go and purposely sleep with somebody to try to sabotage the relationship. It's the blessing of Jehovah that makes a man rich, and he has no pain with it. Engaging in shameful conduct is like the game of the stupid one. This is a person who volunteered to go engage in shameful conduct, to sleep with somebody for money in order to... I can't make it up. This is blood. They were paid to sleep with somebody here. in order to sabotage a relationship. And now they're angry and depressed, and they don't want to look like what they are here. They don't want to be exposed for being this kind of person. This is somebody who is willing to step on somebody's toes here. They own family members' toes just for some extra dollars here. This could even be a celebrity's family member who may be paid somebody to come in and sleep with them. So take it how it resonates. This is your family. This is your family who is taking the money and stepping on your toes. Mother-in-law pop right back out. No, third eye. I feel like this is right on. Somebody's mother-in-law could have paid somebody's family member to go in and sleep with somebody in order to create some type of separation here. That's why we kept saying addicted to the lifestyle. So somebody was already being paid. I can't make this up. Collaborated with family. I don't know if y'all can see that. Collaborated with family. A bitter person. So you got somebody's mother-in-law who collaborated with somebody's family member to come in and sleep with a specific person in order to sabotage a relationship. And there could have definitely been some sex outside. Somebody sleeping with somebody on the first night here in order to sabotage something. This person was paid to come in and sabotage something. And let's say this person was paid, and not only were they paid, but the person they slept with this status, whoever this is, was paying them too. This is somebody who got addicted to the money real fast. They forgot they were paid to sabotage their own family here. Bank increase, celebrate. Somebody, y'all, somebody was paid to sabotage their own family member. If they'll cut their own family like that, what would they do for anybody else for some money here? And so this person doesn't want to be exposed. It's a little bit too late for that. This person doesn't want to sing for who they are. This person is a promiscuous person here. This person is a person who sleeps around, not to exploit. They were trying to exploit someone, or they were being exploited. Corruption. Somebody's mother-in-law definitely had something to do with someone coming in and sleeping with a specific person. So that's what I have, y'all. I'll be back.